it is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Hauls it in. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Second and long here. They're going to test the right side with this one. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Third and long coming up. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first third down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
That's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy, timing routes, get a first down. Now maybe open it up even more.
Takes the handoff. It's Ford. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down to the air. It's complete on the right side. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Wingo. Hits the afterburners. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A.
He's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here's the give off the left side. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Gets a hand in there.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball on the ground.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs.
And these third downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing, Underwood. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Drops back. It's Underwood. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. And then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Underwood in the gun on third down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Underwood. Stepping to the right. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Play number 10 on this series. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking for space. It's Marshall. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Swapped immediately.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Mensah throws to the tight end. Caught, it's Lofton. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And the Canes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Hands it off. Inside the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Mensah to throw. Left side, it's Lofton. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Canes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Stopped right there.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Trying to make one miss. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. There he goes. The 30. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami! Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the wideout. On the snap, it's Marshall. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it back to him. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing, Mensah. Moving out to the right. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his target. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. And the Canes send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. That's caught. It's Keys. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He's going for a big play downfield. Upstairs, he's got it. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Wolverines come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Buying time to his right. Got his man downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Canes want to crank the tempo. The give. Uh-oh, look out.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Keep it on the ground. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the #1 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Huskers with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Throwing, Underwood. That's caught. It's Chambers. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. The throw. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they turn it into a defensive score. No step back in Week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think
breaks free, and he might be gone. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Underwood throws it deep. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
On the direct snap, it's Marshall. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Here comes the 2-point try. From the gun, it's Marsh. He gets the 2-point conversion, and we have ourselves a 13-point game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Comes out ready to go to work. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. So Miami signals for a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Sends it back in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Mensah. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Nowhere to go.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Rush right in his face. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Here's Mensah to throw. Lets it fly. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback?
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Making the adjustment on the play. Fullback's got it. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Wants to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Wide open spaces. Past the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
I just love that about this team because right when it looks like the opponent has just a glimmer of hope, scoring a touchdown on the last drive, they just come right back out, David, and they put their foot down on the gas. They put their foot down on your throat. They stay aggressive and score a touchdown of their own.
It's just such an explosive offense, man. They can hurt you so fast. They're so dangerous. Defenses don't know what to do. You're right. Great answer. You give up a touchdown, you go right back and get you one.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan ready to get that offense. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Here's Underwood to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. Going to try to get it himself. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Looking to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Throws for the tight end. Out wide right, it's Keys. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick.
Looking long. Makes a deep grab. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. They go play action. Bryce Underwood moves to his right. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking left, and it's picked off at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. Crosses midfield. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Miami. A pick 6. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the...
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the 39-yard line, touchdown Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying...
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Pringle. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And ball security is job security. You give the ball to your running back, you give the ball to your playmaker, you expect him to take care of the football, especially in these situations. All we're trying to do is run clock. Get that thing, get out of here. We got the lead by 2 possessions. Try to find a way not to do what we just did. That's a horrible turnover there.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Still looking. He's going to take off. Oh, got enough space. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Sets his feet. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Escapes the pressure to his right. Gets rid of it.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll return it. He gets a block. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. First play of this drive. Out wide left, it's Keys. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Looking for a man. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Release to the back. With the catch, it's Marshall. Lowers those pads. Runs through a man. He might have some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Drops back on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he gets it away.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success.
Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And the Canes want to move quickly. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. I'm sure the offense happy with that free 5 yards. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground game on the left. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game